So here we are again for a second in the classic albums mastering sessions of the Sprawling Back catalogue. Today we're mastering the February 2015 album, which was called Songs About People I Know Volume 2, Volume 1 having come out. And when did Volume 1 come out? Did it come out in 2014 or 2000? I don't know when I came up with the concept, but there's yeah, so we're mastering Volume 2. Hi Dave, how you doing? Mix is sounding great. Dave Draper. Yeah, so we're doing Cy Barker, loving your work. We're doing my own version of mastering here because I've got so many albums that need mastering and we're going to put them all up. The idea with this project is we're creating a SoundCloud account for each album a month. Hi Dave. And yeah, so we're going to be putting them up. Mastering them, putting them up on SoundCloud just for free, and anyone can have them. So we're doing pretty much, I'm trying to do an album a day, and I haven't really done, so I'm trying to mix them, finishing off. But yeah, we're going to be, so anyway, the Songs About People I Know volume series was basically what it says, songs about people I know. And there was a lady called Shirley who used to come to the jam nights and sing. So this was my song saying, "Hey Shirley, Shirley." My dodgy selection on my amplifier. Hope you're all doing okay today. So we're mastering through a stereo Joe Meek SC4. We've mixed it all in the box in Pro Tools LE8. And then we've just sent it out via 2 channels into the compressor, and we're sending it back into the and I'm just sort of trying not to get it too hot. I think that might be a little bit hot on this track. It's really not my strong point, mastering stuff, but we have a go anyway. We'll just set that one going again. Yesterday, hi Andy Bailey, this video was an hour long. In fact, Andy Bailey, you were coming to jam nights when I was 5 ago when I was writing I'm Okay Andy Bailey. When I was writing all these songs for all the jam night characters and basically people who just turned up to jam nights at the time. And Shirley was one of those people. Songs About People I Know, Volume 2. If you just joined us, an album from February 2015. We are mastering it, maybe doing a bit of mixing. I listened to it this morning. Yeah, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Effort Studios, the home of dreams and other crazy. It's one of the few tracks on the album that's got any instrumentation at all, featuring. I think the drum kit on this is the 1964 Lugrid Super Classic, and you've got that happening. You've got, I think it's probably the 1970 J50 Gibson's acoustic, and then the 1887 Steinway as the piano on this, and just vocals. That's it. It's got that Mark Bolan progression. A lot of my albums a month, so I wear my influence on the sleeve. I mean, yesterday we were well in the Minneapolis funk thing. Yeah, we did meet some great characters, didn't we? So yeah, that's what the whole concept of songs about people I know. So sing them to the world and carry on. Hey Shirley, Shirley. Oh, thank you, Dave Draper. Yeah. You're the kind of girl that never comes early. Hey, Shirley, Shirley. But yeah, I've been doing an album a month. For those who didn't watch yesterday's show, I'm doing an album a month. First of all, in '97 when they were all on cassette, and I mixed them all to DAT. I'm hopefully going to be reissuing all of those. And then we did from 2011 to 2013 physical releases every month. Then from 14 to now, it's all been digital, but we've put scattered tracks all on various SoundCloud accounts. But I thought what would be nice is to have one SoundCloud account per album. So that's what we're doing. We'll be one SoundCloud account per album. mention the line Bedford Hollywood there. But there is, obviously, with the hangars in Bedford, the Cardington hangars, we do actually have Bedford Hollywood, which is obviously just outside Bedford, the Cardington hangars. It's going to be a nice long, hour-long waffle. So mixing or mastering this thing while waffling on to you here at FS Studios #1, where we're pleased to say the Wi-Fi seems to be working, even though we've got the BT engineer coming on Friday to make it better. Nice long sustain there on the Steinway piano. So there we go, first track mastered down. We're mastering through for those, if Dave Draper's still watching, who is the mastering king, mastering hero at the moment, we are mastering through an SC4 Joe Meek analog stereo compressor. Chris Whip, how are you doing? Songs about people I know. So I wrote a song for your sister and her husband called Birds and Rivers, which is a bit of a Bedford classic. So there's another song now called Betty Shaw from 24, which sounds a bit like the last one actually. She was a lady in a care home, bit of a rock and roll lady, born in 1924, and I used to go and sing to her a lot. I was sort of singing in this care home. But sadly, she sort of passed away. This would have been 2015. She passed away kind of around about that time, so isn't with us anymore. And this track featured a track that an instrument that needs to a xylophone. We need more xylophones in music. Betty Shaw from 24. So some reverb-soaked vocals, perhaps a little bit too. Betty Shaw from 24. She's coming up to 91. She was coming up to 91 in 2015. Betty's having fun. When I sing her a song, she responds inappropriately. Sing her a song, tells me, come on boy, let's play. When I sing her. Yeah, she's a very, actually I went to her funeral actually, poor old Betty Shaw. But yeah, incredible lady. I remember it was her 90th. So yeah, she actually appears on the Songs About People I Know, Volume 2 from February 2015. I pretty much think we did another volume last year. I can't remember. If you just joined us, welcome to an hour-long waffle of me wanting a bit of a platform here of a bit of a record of mastering album a months. We're currently working on Betty Shaw from 24. 24 was a good year. Wasn't the Queen born in 24? Was it 26? I know Doris Day was 24. She's no longer with us. It was a good year, 24. So the big debate now is, do I put compression on the stylophone or not? Just a little bit of clean limiting on that. Of course, all these are plugins we're using on Pro Tools here. So I put a little bit of clean limit on the stylophone just to bring it out a little bit more in the mix, which is always mixing's never been my massive strong point, because I'm very much a mud at the wall kind of artist, and you know, do like as I think as Sid Vicious said, why bother about thinking when you can just do, on a famous interview. So yeah, it's very much a doing kind of, and then when you actually have to sit down and digest it all. 4. That's cool. My vocals might be a bit loud. Betty Shaw from 24. She always leaves you wanting more. Oh, that's nice, because I think with mixing, if any studio people, if Dave's watching or whoever's watching, it's all about making choices. You know, you can go for an upfront vocal in the mix, which is one thing. I was just listening to the great Matt Monroe from Russia with Love on the way up here, and he's got a very upfront vocal. on that track, or you can bury the vocal in the mix a bit more to give the music a bit more. And it depends what you're going for. It's like anything. It's the elixir of, if something's really disproportionate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hear this. From 24. Got an up front vocal still. She always leaves wanting more. She's coming up to 91. Yeah, I think we'll just roll with that and put that one down because yeah, we'll just roll that. How are you all doing? What have you? This is a incredibly indulgent live feed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just joined us. We're mastering our Songs About People We Know Volume 2 record. Betty Shaw from 24. Song about Betty Shaw, who was born in 1924. I hope when I'm 91, if I ever get that long, or if I'm however old, it's nice. It'd be great if someone wrote a song about me on a Songs About People They Know Volumes 1 to whatever. When I sing her a song, she responds in appropriate ways when I sing her a song. So this was all recorded in the old Effort Studios, which wasn't here. Very cramped. I mean, this is a very cramped room where we're at now, but it was a very, very cramped room, and I kind of was there, my guitar, and you know, used to do sort of pop in and out and make a song, and then I think with an album like this, you can really have, when you're doing the album a month, that's what I was going to say yesterday, you can basically you can enjoy yourself because if you go down a cul-de-sac 1 month, then you've always got something you can learn off one month propelling you to the next month. We need to bring back xylophones and glockenspiels in music. Oh yeah, because this old lady, she used to say, she used to flirt with me a little and say, "Oh, let's go in the shed, let's go in the shed." So we just had a little line for her about going in the shed. Coming up to 91. The lovely Betty's having fun. It's the mastering of Songs About People I Know. Betty Shaw from 24. So from what I can remember about this album, it was it's very much an acoustic album, save a couple of tracks, which is 2024. Betty Shaw will be 100. She never made it to 100, bless her. But yeah, that's in 4 years' time. And she'll still be wanting more. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to me, people. Watching this. Betty Shaw, I'm in love with you. Oh dear. I mean, professing my love for Betty Shaw within the context. Baby, get in my context. Betty Shaw from 24. There you go, a little song for Betty Shaw from 24. Hi, James Burke, just tuned in. We're mixing songs, we're mastering songs from an album that I made in February 2015 called Songs About People I Know, Volume 2. There was already a Volume 1. Yeah, so here we are. That's what we're doing today. It's a fairly interesting album. Sometimes with these albums, they're very much of the time, and you know, playing them back 5 years later. But it's a process that I'm going through on this lockdown, is just putting out every single thing I've ever done. And this one was they're all kind of just similar vibes. This was a song for a guy called Adrian Williams, and from the Songs About People I Know. How's everyone getting on? Talk to me. Adrian Williams. Not a lot to mix on this one, not a lot to really master, just... Can I interest you tonight? Adrian Williams. I've got a really dodgy selector on my Arkham Delta 290 amp. You can hear cutting in and out, and we just have to turn it up loud to blow it out. There we go. Sits up beside the bar, beautiful country club style. But will you contact me tonight? So yeah, the Adrian Williams song. It was about this guy. He was always. We did a jam night. It is, yeah. That Adrian Williams. There you go, Andy Bailey. You were there. You know exactly who I'm talking about in this song. So we used to run a jam night at the Kempston Con Club, which Andy and Louise used to come to, his daughter. And Adrian Williams was always the guy in the corner. And yeah, sometimes he'd message me on Facebook. That's the "Can you contact me tonight" bit. We won't elaborate too much on that one. Hello, Matt Young. Just tuned into the second one. We're mastering songs about people I know. Should do a concept album called Songs About People on the live feed. But this is about Songs About People I Know, Volume 2, which never came out in February 2015. We're going to Adrian Williams. Not cleverly, it's not that clever. I invented Thrilliums. I invented Thrilliums, rhymed it with Williams, and that was the vibe. I'm glad I've got someone watching this who knows what the hell. He is such a Thrilliums. Hey, how are you? We're mastering. This is your Facebook me tonight. We are. This man will not let you fall. He'll be there standing tall. Will you come? Can I interest you tonight? I vaguely remember doing this. That's the great thing about being a freeform artist. You just throw so much mud against the wall, and some of it sticks. Will you contact me tonight? Yeah, when I put this up, when I was going to do this on SoundCloud, I was thinking about getting a picture of everybody's face, but I thought, what if they didn't like the song, or they felt slighted? So I thought I might not do that. But it was all meant, all the people I wrote about, it was all meant in love. Just had a spike there, slightly flat there, but I don't believe in auto-tune. Adrian Williams. No, this was a fun album to make because it was not, you know, didn't have to. Get too much into that case they come on and watched. Because I suppose you were driving always, weren't you, Andy Bailey? But yeah, so we did this in 2015, February. They were born in 76. Will you contact me tonight? And I think I've got one more album in the archives of songs about people I know, but this is pretty much the last time. I did it once in 13. You're still the chauffeur, are you? Has she not learnt? Andy. Oh no, she has, hasn't she? Can't remember. Adrian Williams. Can I interest you tonight? Interest you. Oh, that was an interesting fault there, but I'm going to be a bit lazy. And can I move that away? I don't know. We'll just let that strange little thing that happened at the end there, which is an overlap vocal. We're just gonna roll with it and have it in the actual mix. Hello, Gary Butler. How are you? We're thinking in September the pubs are going to reopen, which is crazy. But here we are. Welcome to Effort Studios. and we're mastering and sort of slightly mixing all the albums a month I do, and we are talking, you know, like honestly, there's enough stuff to do for, you know, some months I was doing 2 or 3 things, different projects. I mean, you know, I'm just never going to be bored. There isn't enough time in the day to do everything. We're working on the Pro Tools LE8 system on a 2011-12 MacBook Pro, running some old operating system. Book is telling me that they're going to not be supporting very soon. Right, this is a song for a celebrated guy who was watching yesterday, Derek Clark.
Yeah, you're all the rage. Come on down to Rado.
Yes, this is a song, Desert Clark to the stage, for Derek Clark, who's a celebrated Bedford sound man, bought PAs to many jam night and does the sound in a Squires, Danny's Bar and Holy Molies, and on a professional level has got better from being a hobbyist into a professional guy now. So he really has, in the 5 years since we made this song, Desert Clark to the stage, his game has just gone woo. He's really got good, and yeah, he's a real Bedford character. So we did, this one's called Del Dorado, in brackets Desert Clark to the stage. I'm going to just play this one, I think, because this is only a 2-track sort of. This was sometimes with album a month there's an element of some rushness going on, because this was you do the song up pretty much most of the time. I was improvising, and it was like vocals and guitar, and there was nothing else, so it kind of meant there was no intention to overdub anything else. But here we go. Desert Clark to the stage.
Desert Clark to the stage. Yeah, you're all the rage. Come on down to Rado. I beg your pardon. Desert Clark to the stage.
Desert Clark to the stage.
Baby, you're all the rage.
Baby, you're all the rage.
Come on down to Rado.
Oh, I just hit the mic there. Did you hear that?
I beg your pardon.
Can't get rid of that.
Desert Clark to the stage. He's on the rage. Desert Clark to the stage.
But these were almost like, all these songs were like little theme tunes I wrote for people, so I could.
So much better than the rest.
He's all the rage.
Desert Clark to the stage.
So I could sing people on.
He's all the rage. Desert Clark is down to Rado.
If you are just joining us, it's a sprawling, hour-long mastering session for Songs About People I Know, Volume 2, from February 2015. So we're sort of getting round to putting up all the albums a month. I've kind of lost the vibe there a bit at the end. Oh, and I smacked the mic stand. I think that was recorded with a U87, and 2 times in that I'd smacked the mic stand. Oh, that's okay. That'll a bit of a slap. Okay, here's a guy, another Jam Night character, is still coming to this day. We love him, Ian Tokai. He's been coming to my music nights since 2006. Hey, James Smith, MVC Price. Yeah, he's been coming to my nights then, and he's a very big fan of Ian Tokai guitars, and his name is Ian Nichols, but I christened him Ian Tokai. And yes, that is what we're doing. We're mixing as the Ian Tokai. Ian! And yeah, love him to bits. Thursday nights, just, you know, we need, he's the man on Thursday nights. Might add some compression to the guitar, just to bring that up a little bit. If you're just joining us, it's a sprawling live of me waffling for an hour, talking you through Songs About People I Know, Volume 2, which is it's not a bad old it's not a bad old concept. I think I did it one more time. I think there's a Volume 3. I don't think there's a Volume 4. 2 acoustic guitars on. Let's brought the acoustic guitars out a bit.
I remember a time I bought a guitar off him.
So a lot of these songs just completely made up as I went along. And I did buy a guitar for Ian Tokai. It's a nice acoustic vibe, very different from yesterday's album. I'm excited to bring us 2 albums of 2015. One was Far Fees of Funk, the Songs About People I Know Volume 2 project. I think it's Too Much of Everything is the March album. So things are going to get a bit more interesting for me when it's not. We've had 2 concept albums in a row. But I'm looking forward to see what happens. We're going to attempt to do a live on the mixing mastering session of all the albums, then upload it to YouTube. Here we are in FS Studios 1, 4 people watching. Ian Tokai. I've always made songs for people, 6 people watching. We're going to be going live at about 6:30, singing songs. Pretty much straight after this, I think. Maybe with a little bit of break. We're getting through this one quite a lot. But yeah, quite frankly, I'm never going to run out of steam till I'm dead with all this stuff. There's always water in the well. How are you all doing? What projects are you doing on your lockdown? I had the pleasure of meeting Ian in the year 2004. Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Ian in the year 2004. He's the kind of guy you dream about. Kind of guy you dream about? Wish that you'd been at school. I'd love to have been at school with Ian Tokai. He brought down his Fender Champ. Fender Champ. Fender Champ is an amp. He has a 1987 Fender Champ that he always brings down. Tokai is a very respected Japanese, I think. Ian Tokai. Yeah, Ian Tokai, just a beautiful man. Still watching Andy Baddies? Anyone know who Ian Tokai is? It's a bit of an A, E and D affair, this one. So about now I'm just repeating the line. Pretty much an acoustic record, this, I think. I remember a time I bought a guitar. Third verse going on now. I was so happy, finally found a fit in. Takai's my hero, have no other way. If you're just joining us, welcome along. My name is Matt Roberts from Bedford, UK. And we are doing the album a month mastering sessions around about this time. Mastering off Pro Tools LE8 into a Mackie 2482, just on 2 channels, into a stereo compressor, and then sending it back into the computer to then sort of top and tail it and put it up. Songs About People I Know, Volume 2 from February 2015. Very different world it is from 2000. What were your memories of 2015? What were your memories from February 2015 when I was recording this album? Ian! You can hear me fiddle, touch the condenser mics at the end of all these songs as I get up to move over. This is a song, The Girl with the Green Hair. I didn't know any girl with the green hair. This is a complete fabricated fictional song from 2015. We're going to mix this anyway. Yeah. Nice, polite. It's a 2-track affair, this next one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this is cool. Piano. We'll put a bit of EQ on that piano. That's my Steinway piano there.
Well, the time has passed now. I feel like I'm too late now. Ask if I could walk up and have your name.
Yeah. that's why I haven't changed this bit yet. I'll just reset the inputs on the. That's probably going to be too loud now. That's nice and loud. Nice sounding piano, that, the old Steinway.
Well, the time has passed now. I feel it's now. Ask if I could walk up and have your name. Though you're walking past now, I need it in my class now. I really need to know if you feel.
And maybe you saw the future was Billie Eilish. I don't know, in 2015, the girl with the green hair. Yeah, it could well have been. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been. Who knows? But I like the sound of that piano. It's almost got like a what's that song? The Journey song. So that would have been recorded in the kitchen, which was Studio 1 at the other studio.
Well, the time has passed now. I feel like I'm too late now. Ask if I could walk up and have your name.
So really with a song like this, the big debate was, did I do the vocals at the same time as the piano, or did I?
Need it in my class now. I really need to know if you feel the same.
Yeah.
Stop and stare. The color green hair.
Yeah, it's
Bet she's here everywhere.
not the greatest of songs, but
Not in your mind.
3 chords looping round.
Stop and stare. The color green hair. You're everywhere.
Yeah, Andy Bailey, thank you for watching this entire live feed here. We're doing quite well. This album's we're nearly done this whole album, and then we can maybe have a go at another album, which would be interesting. Oh, I've changed the chords.
I've never met you before, and now I implore.
There's my Steinway. I've still got my beautiful 1887 Steinway with the D key. Has a little bit.
The truth.
Fiction is stranger than the truth. Oh dear. But we let that one go. Warts and all. Warts and all. I've run out of things to say at this point. Oh, that's a long sustain, look. Still going. Might have just done that on the recording. There you go. So that's that track. Here's an interesting one. The legendary Jeff is a guy who still to this day comes to the Wigmore Arms jam session on a Sunday that's been running 10 years now. Hopefully might live again when we all go back. And they all come and go, the nights. And this is a song called Legendary Jeff. He's the only, pretty much the only man who ever comes to this night. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. It's like a theme tune song.
Give it up for the legendary Jeff. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. With his versions, he's trying his best. So
try to do like a McCartney. So 2 tracks of drums, left and right, with a tambourine on the hi-hat. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. Boom, 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 boom. Hey mate. Just mixing songs about people, when they were mixing and mastering songs about people I know, volume 2 from February 2015. And I can show you these recordings. Such in a Rush. That's the vocal track. That's the vocal track with the guitar spilling. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. With these versions he's trying his best. The legendary Jeff. So there we go. So that's one of 2 songs on this album that's got any instrumentation in it at all, really. So yeah, we're going to put that one down. I think we'll just roll with that. It's not peaking too much. So if you just joined us, hello. This is the oh no, I've just spoke too soon. It's already hitting the peak, so I've got to bring the whole mix down. Give it up. And bring it down still. So it's basically singing my love for Jeff Parrott, who comes every Sunday, and the older I get, the harder it is to do the three show Sunday marathons, which is normally a 2 till 4 slot, then a 6 till 8 slot, and then a half 8 till 11 slot. And Jeff many times has got up and done, got up and played for 45 minutes so I could just sit and chill. One time I even fell asleep, I was so tired. So he's really helped me out. He supported the pub. He's, plays. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. Yeah, give it up now. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. With his versions, he's trying his best. So give it up for the legendary. Yeah, there's not really a lot you can do when you've allowed a guitar track to spill onto a vocal track at quite a significant volume. You can't gate it out. It's very hard to sort of do anything with it. So it's a tough one. We're tired now. So we're just fire away with any questions about the album project. This is going on YouTube as well. I wonder if anybody will have watched to this part of the video. Well impressed if you did. So whenever I get this guy up, I sing this, just the give it up for the legendary Jeff bit. I'm feeling a bit tired. Put Jeff on. Yeah, when you do some nights, some people are so synonymous with venues and places you play that it's just you can't ever imagine a situation without them. But yeah, it's gone a bit cold in here. I might have to put my coat on. Oh, standing up here. So there we go. I'm back sitting down now. We're still live, and it just said a little bit, they might all shout out cock, but they can never get enough, because that's what people shout when he messes it up. It's like a bit of pub banter. can't believe I've got 6 people watching this. Jeff. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. Nice little cheeky note in there. So there you go, that's ready for SoundCloud, which is where they're all going to be. Another character from the Wigmore Arms, a guy called Ads Lovegrove. This is Songs About People I Know, Volume 2. Immortalised on... I want to be on a Songs About People. So feel free to write a song about me. Yeah. How are you all doing? You're still watching this live? Incredible. Give it up for the legendary Jeff. They're all kind of earworm things, all these songs. Getting you.
1, 2,
oh, this is a bit
3,
sexy,
4.
this one. So it's almost like a T-Rex demo vibe, this one, As Love's Grove.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in As Love Grove at the Wigmore Arms. He got my number and he fell for my charms. He sometimes messages me on Facebook.
So it's got 2 electric guitars. Now what amp is that? I can't remember.
Farmers found a fence on social media. He calls me on the phone from time to time.
Yeah, that's Love Grove. So I've 8 people watching. If you're just joining us, this is a sprawling live feed. We're doing this pretty much now for every album. We're finally getting around to mixing and mastering and finishing off in a lot of cases. Albums that were started in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August 2015, and for the whole year. We're currently on February's, which is a concept album, Songs About People I Know, Volume 2. A lot of this stuff hasn't been heard before. We'll put this down.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's very much a T-Rex kind of...
I'm in As Love Grove at the Wigmore Arms.
We've got a dodgy selector switch on our...
Got my number and he fell for my charms. He sometimes messages me on Facebook. I have to say it's Love Grove. I copy and paste Wikipedia. Farmers found a fence on social media. He calls me on the phone from time to time. He says Love Grove.
So if you're just tuning into this live, we've got a singing one coming a bit later. This one is more of a studio one, talking about the Songs About People I Know, Volume 2, which had never come out. In fact, it's going to be on SoundCloud for everyone to hear. And yeah, we like making songs.
Wants to be your friend. It's Love Grove. It's Love Grove.
In fact, Ads Lovegrove's dad, Bill Lovegrove, has written an amazing book on Burns guitars. So Bill Lovegrove,
Maybe one day, but nobody knows.
yeah, it's
Gaza B calls this place Deadfoot.
Gaza B does call this place Deadfoot, but it's not dead at
Girls
all.
like to take off their clothes. It's Love Grove.
So yeah, just joining us. We're in Effort Studios 1, and we're mastering Songs About People I Know. Hey Josh, Volume 2, which was supposed to come out in February 2015 and never did. Just like every other album that year, we've set up a SoundCloud account for every album. Yesterday it was Farfisa Funk. Today it's Songs About People I Know Volume 2, and we're going to put them all up so people can hear them. And really just a project, because like I said on a lot of these things. You know, let's face it, if anything happens to me, I can't see anyone sitting there going through 10 years worth of albums, mixing and finishing off. So I thought, well, let's do it, put it up there. I mean, that's like a body of work. Some good, some bad, some indifferent, some inspired, some forced, some not forced. You know, all different concepts and vibes. Yeah, what's been happening today for all of you lots? Have you been okay? This is a this was a song about Danny and a then boyfriend.
So God bless Danny Bentley.
Saying God bless her. Yeah. We'll put that one down. Hope you're okay, all watching at home. The album a month project. At this speed, we're going to be able to start another live on another album a month project, and we're into March on the next one, which will be which has got summer a little bit more have more stuff going on in, you know, in the songs and stuff. So more things or different things from. We always tended to do a rock album in October. So we did in 2011. I did Rocktober Morning with Robbie Miller and Sean Tobin, and then we repeated the success in 2013. We did Rocktober Revisited, and Sean features on the drums on a lot of these albums. Some of the more electronic stuff, you got Matt Bedford featuring on stuff, various different people. Behind here somewhere I've got a JCM 900 that I'm actually going to plug in and use it for tonight's live, which will be a good which will be good to rock out, as long as I don't bring anything down with the vibrations, and the amp still works. It's permanently plugged in and turned on. Talk to me, people. We're just excited the Wi-Fi works in Studio One down here. Nice dry acoustic guitar there. Yeah, so here we are. What's happening? Talk to me. How are you all doing? Have you been making albums? Have you been revisiting old albums? What have you been doing? Have you been in this time? Have you been making albums? Now you can upload stuff straight to SoundCloud with your iPhone. So you could even, in fact, do a SoundCloud album just straight from the iPhone. It's crazy what you can do. Obviously, I'd love to have it on Spotify and iTunes, but a lot of this stuff possibly doesn't merit such a grandiose platform, and also it costs money. I think I probably will get round to doing a proper follow-up album and press a CD at some point in the future. But for now, we're just going to get them out there. So yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for watching my Songs About People I Know Volume 2 mastering session. We might come back with another live on the March album if anyone's riveted and excited to hear what's going on, or we might just call it a day and be happy that we've got another album up. So, a 2020 album. Yeah, no, Josh, there is. Thank you for joining in the debate. There is quite a few 2020 albums happening, yeah, I've kind of done the thing I always did, Josh, which was probably not the greatest idea, which was to basically announce albums were coming out without having done anything whatsoever or written anything. So I've sort of done that. This month we're in now. What are we in now? We're in May 2020. So I've already announced the title of that album. There's probably not a song done, but yeah, we're going to sort of try and yeah, you know, I think once I get all these albums out and on a platform, I can then think about, I can focus more. Never again, and I'm saying to you all now, never let it get into such a crazy state where I've just haven't, you know, I've just recorded all this stuff and haven't done anything with it. So that's the place. But thank you for watching the live feed. We may yet be back with the March album before the show tonight about 6:30, and I'm trying to get Indy Ford for an interview, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But it'd be cool if we did, because he's an excellent artist. He's had 2 albums out recorded in LA, all kinds of cool stuff. Great artists. Right, but peace and love to you all. I might see you in a bit. Thank you.